Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, can you hear me at all? At all? Nothing? Nothing? Yay, nay? Maybe it's not loud enough. Curious here. If you're joining us, we're at the Mert Sportarelli Gymnasium witnessing the Martin Luther Knights take on the Yellow Jackets of University of Wisconsin. Yes, you can hear me. All right. Well, let me get the guys down there all set.
Everybody, we're having issues, and hopefully we're on YouTube right now. So if anybody knows this, that's great. We've been off the air. Our server I believe it's in New Jersey, is down. So nothing is working for iFan or other webcasts that go through our server in, I think it's New Jersey. So we're going to do the game. Hopefully you can hear me. And hopefully you know how to go on there and find it. But I guess if you don't, I'm speaking to nobody. So we're on YouTube, Matt, and I don't know who knows we're on YouTube. That's the issue.
Oh, well, okay. Well, something's better than nothing, Don.
Yep, so hopefully maybe Craig can let people know, or Gabe, you can let people know we're on YouTube so we can start this game. Is that okay? Can you do that? Thank you.
Well, I'm looking at my homemade granola that Joan Altman made for me.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Keep that right there. Don't steal any of it.
No. You're lucky you came back, though.
Well, I wasn't sure if we were going to be on the air or not, so I kind of took a break.
Hey, no problem.
From broadcasting for the night, but now I'm back. And,
we weren't on the air at all, so now.
Well, since I wasn't scheduled to be on the radio tonight, I thought, well, maybe I'll join Mr. Layton and we can rekindle our.
There you go. Here's the starters for Martin Luther Knights. Number 10, Erica Gosh. Number 12 is Jordan Heckendorf. Number 22, Emma Nelson. Number 31, Grace Kieselhorst. And number 32, Courtney Benke. And Courtney Benke's a good player. She's a senior out of Appleton. I remember that name. She's one of their good players. And Bethany's, or Martin Luther's down a little bit this year. They're 8-11, so, and 1-7 in the UMAC. And these are, boy, Matt, every game now is huge for seeding because not much time left.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Northwestern kind of running away with things at the top of the league. But after that, it's a logjam. North Central, Minnesota Morris, both at 5-3. Then it's the Yellow Jackets, Crown, and Bethany all at 4-4. And then another bit of a gap there between Martin Luther and Northland, who are both 1-7 in the league. But like I said, a lot of basketball left to be played and a lot of seedings yet to be determined here. But with how logjam things are in the middle especially, every game is important.
And here's the starters for Superior. You got number 3, Katie Dobson, a guard at 5'10", a sophomore out of Black River Falls, great three-point shooter. Look for her to score early tonight. Kaylin Christian, the senior leader. She's 5'9" guard, number 10 out of St. Michael, Minnesota. And her dad was just over here. We were conversing. That was nice to see him. Here's a new starter in the lineup, number 12, Mackenzie Leccia. She's a guard at 5'7", a freshman out of Somerset, a softball player as well. Outstanding young lady. And I'm looking to my left, and I don't see her family, but it's 1,000 below, so I wouldn't be out either. But I wish, hopefully people are able to watch this tonight. We've had issues with our internet server. Maddie Sanders, number 15, the best, one of the best leading rebounders in the country, I'm thinking, is a senior from Lino Lakes, a 5'7" guard. And Elise Bessinen, number 22, and I want to see her shoot a little bit more often. And the Knights have the ball, and here they come. Underway, 4 10-minute quarters, and we're live from the Mertz Mortarelli Gym on a cold night in Superior, Wisconsin. It's supposed to be up to like 30 or 40 in a couple of days.
Yeah, we're going to be flooded right out of here if that keeps up with the amount of snow we have on the ground here. But,
oh, boy, you got that right. Ooh, lots of contact down there, but coming away with it is Sanders.
Yeah, Maddie Sanders, very aggressive on the backboards. I was able to go up, of course, and do the game on the radio, which is my normal gig, with them against Northland last Saturday, so almost a week ago. And she had 11 rebounds, did Maddie Sanders. That's a pretty average night for her at this.
There you go, Bessinen for 3. I want to see her shoot more. She doesn't shoot enough. She gets open because she's so quick, and people usually leave her and they double team Christian, and she's open a lot.
Yeah, head coach Emily Carpenter has been trying to encourage Elise to shoot the ball when she's got the opportunity.
You bet. Sanders gets another rebound. Bessinen, head up. She gets the ball down the corner. Dobson has it. Christian thought about it, but she doesn't pull the trigger. Working the ball around the perimeter. Lecce has got it. Dobson wanted to shoot it, but they know she can shoot. These teams scout each other. They look at film. Dobson for 3. Look at that one. Look at that one. She hasn't missed a first attempt all year that I can recall.
And Katie Dobson, like you said, one of the leading shooters on this Yellow Jacket team, one of the leading scorers on the team.
That
Very
was
soft
pretty
touch
good.
from beyond the arc, and she's another one that Coach Emily Carpenter has been encouraging to take the ball, shoot it more often because she's got a very soft release.
Look who got the rebound.
Yep, Maddie Sanders again. Oops.
Oh, but look who got the steal. She missed the shot. That's going to be a blocking foul. That's number 10, Erica Gosh. She's a 5'11 senior out of Rapid City, South Dakota. I bet you she's been to the Stone Guys in Sioux Falls a lot to see those the 4 Mount Rushmore, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Those 4 stone-faced gentlemen that are up on the mountain.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, those guys. I think most of us have been there. I've been there at least 3 times in my lifetime.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
My grandfather used to live out there, so we'd make trips out there, and because he lived in Custer.
That's
which
cool.
Is, about a half hour south of there. But,
it's impressive. I've been out there twice with my parents, but I was younger. There's going to be a reach. That's going to be in Dobson. But I remember, you got the back in the 60s,
right, yeah.
telescopes you could see.
Oh, right.
There was a mountain goat on George Washington's nose, and I'm thinking, how does he do that? They must have suction hooves. I'm not
actually,
sure.
The other cool thing that's going on down there, I don't want to get too far off topic from the game that we're watching right now, but the Crazy Horse statue is coming along, which is nice.
Yeah,
and,
now that I haven't seen.
Crazy Horse's face is done now. So you can actually see Crazy Horse's face. The entire project is going to take a really long time because the Crazy Horse statue is actually about twice the size of Mount Rushmore. But
that's impressive, though.
Yeah, it's...
but
the face is now done.
Huh?
Yeah, the face is now done. So
3-pointer long, no good, and that goes off. Out of bounds off the Knights, so that's
maybe not
good.
completely done, but it's like you can make out his face now. So that's a big step.
You ever seen the History Channel on how they built Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Unbelievable. I can't remember how many people died doing it.
And
those drills that they use, Matt, weighed about 50 pounds.
Well, and those, nice play there by the Little Jackets, by the way, getting back to the game. Caitlin Christian.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
they
they lead at 8-0, and Katie Dobson has 5 points early.
Maybe we'll keep talking about Mount Rushmore. If they're not going to give up any points, that's okay.
That could be too. Yeah, I don't know.
And the ball's thrown away.
Well, and I just lost my train of thought, but that was a really good press break by the Yellow Jackets there. Nice job by Caitlin Christian, also keeping her head up, finding Katie Dobson down against the full court trap here from the Knights, and they're still picking up 3-quarter court here, 2-2-1. And the Jackets were able to do this against Northland as well. They were able to break it and get inside, and there's Lesha.
That's Lesha. I love that kid. I met her, and you've met her many times, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And a nice softball player.
Yep, she's going to be really good.
But the family just are sweet people.
Yeah. I know Coach Melissa Fracker of the women's softball team, very excited about Mackenzie Lesha as a freshman.
Oh, yeah. Is it going up? Nope. They closed out on Dobson in a hurry. Leccia's got it now. Gets over to the right side to Bessinen. Now here's where somebody's got to. There you go. It's Sanders inside. Get out of the lane. She does. Long 3 goes up. No good by Christian. But she had a good look. She gets her own rebound. She chased it down. Skip past Dobson. Dobson fake the shot. Yes.
Yeah, there it is. Katie Dobson is on fire here to start. 8 early points for her.
And I don't think she's ever hit the rim on a shot either. I can't believe her. 13-0 is the score. Superior keep play. Oh, there's going to be a foul on Sanders, and that's too bad. She didn't need to do that.
That's her second foul, too, so we'll see who comes in for her. Yellow Jackets playing without a couple of key players. Brian Kukowski still missing from the lineup, as is Lindry Schendel. Both of them would be in the lineup playing a lot of minutes right now, Don, but they're both out.
They would. That would help them a lot.
Kukowski.
Yeah, she was playing great, and yeah, it's too bad. She's out of Hermantown. Great kid, great family too. I love
two-sporter, by the way. She also plays softball.
Yeah,
all-conference third baseman for the Yellow Jacket women's softball team.
There's a shot, no good. Matson with the rebound, and here comes Superior. They lead 13-0. Might they lead 16-0?
We'll see.
Christian on top. She doesn't shoot it though. Matson left wing, free throw line extended. She goes up her dribble. They work the ball over to the right side. That's Christian. Shot clock's down at 12. Puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good. Gets her rebound again. Spin move the other way, puts it up, and she's finally going to go to the line. That foul's going to be on 22, Emma Nelson.
That's just good persistence by the senior Christian that time. Missing a couple of looks. Maybe rushed herself a little bit on that second putback, Don, but stuck with it, grabs the rebound, gets the foul, and goes to the free throw line.
That's what aggressive play does for you. You know, and you know since you shot it where it's going before the defender does.
Exactly. We're also going to see Elsa Olsen come in for the first time here she's going to come in for Christian, assuming that Caleb makes both free throws here. First free throw up and good.
And
she had 10 points against Northland, which I think was a season high for her.
And Dobson comes out.
Yep.
I might have left her until she wanted to come out. Second free throw is no good. That's going to be off of the Knights.
Well, one of the things that the Yellow Jackets have been doing because of that thin bench is they're really trying to budget minutes, and that's one of the areas of emphasis right now as well. Erica Matson. So there's a bunch of two-sporters on this team. She's out there. She's a two-sporter as well, number 2.
She can shoot as well. And she's, what, 5'10", I believe?
Erica? Yeah, she's about 5'10".
She's in the post right now. She kicks it out.
There.
Yep. They got a full shot clock. There you go. That's all right.
Good look.
It was a good-looking shot. That's the toughest shot in the book out of that corner, but she almost made it, did Bessinen. And the ball goes out of bounds. 14-0. They're pitching a shutout, Matt, in the first half of the first quarter.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 49 seconds into the opening quarter, 14-0.
Sam Parendo, number 11's in. She's out of Proctor, Minnesota.
She is indeed.
And they work the ball. They get it into their offensive end with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
There's Elsa Olsen with it.
And welcome, everybody, on YouTube, as I understand it. Hopefully we got the word out, but it's hard to get the word out.
You got to tweet it out, I think.
Good. Shot goes up. Oh, good. Oh, nice job. She stayed with it.
Yeah,
that was Chloe Peterson.
Yeah, native of Hutchinson, Minnesota, getting the bucket.
I've liked the way she's played this year, too, at times. Long three goes up. No good. Bessinen outsized underneath, so she can't get the rebound. And there's going to be a travel.
Well, one of the things going back to Chloe Peterson is the fact that consistency is the biggest question for her. She does bring effort every single time out, but trying to even out that peaks and valleys stage of her career. Yellow Jackets are hoping to get contributions for her on a regular basis. She certainly does have the size and the ability to do so.
Hey, we're back on the air, and Kenny Olson knows it. Great job by the technical crew as I clicked on the UWS website, and it took me directly to YouTube broadcast. Sweet.
Hi, Kenny.
Yeah, so Kenny's back on. Let me see, and there's a
Hall of Fame sports writer in the area here, Kenny Olson. Just retired not that long ago.
Yeah. Got into the Hall of Fame.
Yep, covered UWS athletics for, how many years did Kenny cover it? Don, how many years was Kenny a sports writer for the Telegram?
Oh, my Lord.
Decades, right? 4
decades,
maybe?
In the 20s as a sports writer.
Yeah.
This is, it's not Kenny Olson. I apologize.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, I'm at.
I wonder if that's Elsa Olsen.
Elsa?
One of Elsa Olsen's relatives.
Must be. Yeah. We got back on, and I love that. They got that's. Thank you, Gabe and Craig Morrissey and UWS for allowing this to happen. But going on to the game on the website says to go to YouTube. This is superb.
Well, and YouTube is just so versatile that way. Oh, there's Chloe Peterson again.
Yeah. Matson, what a great move. She got the shot in the soft roll. That was nice. She went to her left after she got the board, Matt, and put her up and in.
Erica Matson.
18-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
So here's the question for you, Don. Now that we're getting into this stage of the game.
Lou Brock.
No. Because this is the most I've ever seen. The quickest start and the longest scoring run to start a game that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Was Bede Milinkovic's senior year with the men. And they scored the first, remember this? 26 points of the game against Bethany Lutheran. You remember that game?
No, I don't.
26-0 they started out. They ended up winning it by 23.
Oh, now I remember that part.
Yeah. It was, I think 26-0 in the first 9 minutes. And that was Mac Ruckdahl, and
Parendo.
Yeah.
Good hustles. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Christian goes in for the layup. Yes. At the buzzer. Boy, great ball movement. Now, that was a play and a half.
Yeah, and like I said, first 26 points of the game against Bethany, it was almost surreal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, you expect Rod Serling or Alfred Hitchcock to show up. That's just strange. And tell me, Vid Milinkovic, was he one of our favorite players of all time in any sport?
Really good player. He made himself into such a good player by his senior year. But that team was Alan Anderson was the point guard on that team, and Mac Ruckdahl, as I mentioned, who was from Washburn, and Vid Milinkovic was on that team. I mean, that was a fun team.
Vid was what, 6'5"? Played the post?
Vid about 6'4", 6'5". He ended up playing professionally in Europe.
He was something else. There's the first point.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, like to see that. And that
6 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Into the ball game, and it's 20-1. And you feel bad for the other team when they get to that point. I mean,
yeah, you do.
And that first game against Bethany Lutheran, by the way, because that was a very good Bethany team, by the way.
Yes.
In fact, I think that team either won the conference that year, or or made it to the championship round of the conference tournament. Either way, that was such a bizarre occurrence. You could see, even in that game, you could see even the confusion on the Bethany Lutheran's players' faces, like, what is going on out here?
Yeah. And it's just like Superior High School Tuesday night they played Duluth East and Duluth, and they only scored 26 points in the whole game.
Right, yeah.
And I talked to somebody, and I said, I remember when Superior High opened in 1965, and they've always had really good teams, and they still have a good team this year. They lost last night to ESCO in a very well-played game. But I said, I don't recall since 1965 that low of a scoring effort.
Yeah, that's.
East came out, as I understand it. They had one guy that hit 3 threes in the first minute, and then they're down like 14-2, and it was just kind of like really tough to come back.
Yeah,
that's going to be an over and back. Nope.
The foot.
Christian's got it. She gets the ball to Olson. Olson between the circles, over to Christian. She's out of about NBA three-point land. Perendo, Christian, she's going to take it. She steps back, wide left, no good. Keep shooting them, though, Kalen. You got to keep shooting them to make them. Good hustle by Peterson. Good ball handling there by number 2. That is Ellie Platzer from Olivet, Michigan. She's in the game. She's a senior. She wears number 2.
She's been playing a lot of basketball in Martin Luther over the last few years. Oh, there goes Kalen Christian on the steal.
Here she comes. And no call. She tried to drop, and she still made it. That was a good move.
5 points for Caitlin Christian. The lead is now 21. And we still have I guess we have about 2 minutes to play here in the quarter, and still no field goals yet for the Knights.
No. And Christian there, great defense. The girl was driving across the center of the lane, and Christian stepped in and stopped her, and then she turned and threw the ball out of bounds. She created that turnover. 22-1, a minute 49 to go in the first.
Now Haley Evans is in, now Katie Dobson back in.
Christian brings the ball up. Gets the ball to Perendo. Perendo looks to pass before she looks to shoot. She gets the ball down low.
Haley Evans.
Oh, that was a shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A scoop. Evans has played well.
Yeah, she's done well off the bench, and she's had a couple of starts this year.
5'11" sophomore out of Proctor. And there's another almost turnover. Defense by Superior. Now that might be because the Knights aren't really an offensive juggernaut, but the defense for Superior seems to have stepped up somewhat.
It has indeed. Nice job by Katie Dobson there, just standing there, going straight up.
I like that.
Making that difficult.
I like that a lot. Obviously, Christian is a senior. Maddie Sanders is a senior. We'll miss them next year, but a lot of youth on this team. And what a touch pass. Good shot, get in there. Yes, no, didn't go in. Perendo's going to chase it down the corner, but it will be out of bounds. And I think Dobson took a shot to the face with her hand.
She was checking her facial area to make sure everything's in its right place there. I think Katie may have taken a little bit of
she should her nose be that close to her right ear. Christian. Dobson thought about it. Oh, step back. Oh, she thought again. Long three, no good, and there's going to be a 3-shot foul. And I like to see this. They're helping her up.
Grace Kieselhorst on the call.
I like this. Kieselhorst, that just kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does, and we saw her brother in game 1.
Yep. And going to the line to shoot 3 will be number 23, Elsa Olson.
Yeah, it was too bad that we didn't get a chance, Don, to really broadcast game 1.
Yeah.
Those of you who missed it, the Yellow Jackets defeating Martin Luther 76-60. It was just sort of one of those games where Yellow Jackets got to a big lead early and kind of salted it away from there. But
yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. But we apologize to everybody who's watching now. We had problems. Our server was down, and she made 3 in a row. I like to see that. She's a good free throw shooter, the freshman out of Cottage Grove, Elsa Olson. She's probably got people watching.
And I got to say, this is probably a first for me with the women. 27-1, Don.
I don't recall this kind of a never.
Not in a quarter.
No.
I don't think I've seen a quarter like this.
And the Knights have the ball. They're on the right wing. A little spin move in the lane, nothing doing. They get it out to the corner, deep on the right. Working the ball around. They're down to 9 on the shot clock. Dribble penetrates. Ooh, no foul called. And they get the shot off, and they make it with 2 seconds on the shot clock. That was a good shot by 22.
Emma Nelson.
That's her first basket. Well, that's her first 2-point shot of the game. Matt, if they wouldn't have made that shot, they would not have scored a field goal in the first quarter.
Exactly, yeah. It ends up 27-3 after one. And
wow,
Don,
27-3.
I don't, as we're about to, of course, heading to the second quarter here, but I can't remember a quarter quite like that one. And you and I have seen a lot of the Yellow Jackets over the years, especially on the women's side, put up big numbers in a quarter, but I don't think that I've ever.
Never have I seen that.
Yeah, I don't recall.
And, you look at them. Okay, they've scored 46, 73, 79, 49. I mean, they're a low-scoring game all year.
Yeah, they haven't been scoring a ton of points this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, they had 33 at Maranatha Baptist. So they're on a pace for 12 points, and they had 33 against Maranatha Baptist. That's their low of the year, and they got beat 62-33. And Maranatha Baptist has a pretty good ball club. So I'm just and then Bethany Lutheran, they lost 56-51 to them. So they scored well against Bethany, who we play tomorrow, and we need to play well tomorrow as well. Both men and women, don't we? I mean, that's big time of the year.
Yeah, we're getting down that stretch run now. We're in the second half of the conference campaign. Everybody has seen each other once now, and this is where you make those adjustments from the first time you saw the opposition and you see where you're at. Yellow Jackets beat Bethany down there by 15 points at the beginning of the year. And then followed up by beating the Knights by 17 the following day.
Yeah.
Did the Yellow Jackets down in New Ulm, the first matchup between these two teams. But I was not expecting this kind of output in the early going of this one, Don. This is a little bit surprising, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, now they can work on things that, you don't want to do that. Let you got a little. She's a shortstop, too, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
She got good footwork.
She's a utility player. Coach Fracker on the softball side of things likes her utility player. She likes to have a lot of versatility in her lineup. That's how she recruits.
Well, she's a freshman, and freshmen have to be patient. Nice shot in the lane, no good. Rebound comes down to Superior. Here they come. That's Letchia down the left side.
Yeah.
Gets the ball over there to Christian in the lane. Jump stops. Letchia for 3. Nope. That's an over back there.
Yep.
Dobson is in, so I'm looking for her to pull the trigger. And Dobson, she said to Letchia, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'd love to see that. The team hasn't played as well as I know they wanted to, but they seem to be pretty much together as a team, which I like to see.
One of the things I guess I've been talking with Elise Beston's father, Brad, who, by the way, played his college ball at Northland. Told me after the game last week at Northland, after we went off the air, how much Elise really likes playing for Emily Carpenter as the coach. I mean, Emily, as we've talked about in the past, Don, she's basically kind of the quintessential Yellow Jacket women's basketball representative. She played here, hung some banners while she played here. She's in the record book for assists, steals, and three-point makes in her career here. Like I said, she went to a couple NCAA tournaments while she was here, and now she's back coaching her alma mater. It's kind of a cool thing. And
well, she's a fine young lady, and I talked to her dad today, and she's getting married this fall, I guess.
Emily is?
Yeah.
I think I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, she's a doll. I've always loved her. I mean, she's just a sweetheart. And
one of the most intelligent players
Yeah.
that I've covered in my time here.
I think you're right.
Starting point guard for 3 years with the Yellow Jackets, or 2 years at least, and
I think you're right. Yep,
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
she just directed that team so well when she was here. And
Skip pass, goes out of bounds. No, it's saved by Besson, and she chased it down. Here she comes, the Ewan Trout Creek High School grad from Ewan, Michigan. Trout Creek must be a suburb. It's kind of like Stanley Boyd in Wisconsin. I ask people, which one's a suburb, which one's a city? All depends who I'm talking to.
Right,
they want to take credit for being in the city. Shot was missed. Here comes the Knights. They get the ball deep in the corner. Dribble penetration, jump stop in the lane. That was a nice move, and it falls. That's number 12.
Courtney Benke.
I like that. Heckendorf. That's another great name that rolls off your tongue a little bit. Heckendorf.
Yeah, Heckendorf.
Letcha over on the right wing. Into the corner. Christian gets it to the high post.
Hannah Howe's in there, by the way, for the first time.
They collapsed. Did the Knights, and they come away with the steal. See if the Knights start hoisting some up. You're down by 23 points. Or it's the first half. I just still play my game and try and get the ball inside.
I don't think that this is necessarily a time where you just abandon everything that you came into the game trying to do.
Because
you're trying to establish something.
Yeah, 50's in the game. Lisa Hoffer from Plymouth, Minnesota. And that's who made it. Matt, if I keep saying the name and they score, we're going to the casino tonight. We'll stop at all of them. We'll take over all of them. We'll win so much money. Oh, what a move. What a shot. She can do that, can't she?
Yeah, she's nice. She's got that nice little soft touch with her right hand. One-handed runner that time by Bessinen, and now we're going to have...
Ooh, that's too bad. She must have breathed when...
Lesha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job by Letcha, though, trying to get that charge to no avail. 7:12 to go in the first half. 30-7, the Jackets with the lead.
Erica Matson back in for UWS.
And welcome, everybody, on the YouTube network.
That's going to be the new name.
Before.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a new experience for all of us, I think.
Yeah, our server went down in New Jersey. I think it's New Jersey. We've had some issues. And the men's game, we were on briefly, and then we were not. And we're glad we're back on right now. And if you go to the website, that was a pretty shot. You could tell that was good as soon as she let it go. Once again, that's going to be Nelson.
Their leading scorer, she comes in averaging 11.8, knocked down that one pretty confidently, and now a turnover.
And Kaylin Christian wants me to say hi to Grandma. Grandma Carol's watching tonight. Love your granddaughter, by the way. She's a sweetheart. Going to be a timeout. What do we got?
They got to reset the shot clock.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But so if you know somebody, if you're watching the game on YouTube and you know of anybody, get a hold of them, text them, let them know that all they got to do is go to the UWS website. That's what you do to come onto the games anyway. And click on, and it will direct you right to this game on YouTube. So please do that. We'd love the fans. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound comes down to Superior. Here comes Christian.
Kaylin Christian, yep.
Oh, a little long, but boy, I wouldn't have got that close. Dobson missed that. Christian, what a great play. You know what she did there? She did the same thing that Javon Walker does. He kind of baits the person a little bit, like we talked about.
Exactly.
That's what she did. She just coasted along and grabbed the ball when she brought it down to collect herself to shoot. That was a good play. 6:10 to go in the second quarter.
The fact she was able to strip her without fouling her is also impressive.
And they work the ball around the perimeter. Once again, they're looking inside. Besson was really overmatched inside, but she did a good job fronting her player, and then there was a travel. 6 minutes on the clock, 30-10.
Maddie Sanders back in. First time we've seen her in a while.
Dobson comes out.
I haven't seen Maddie in the game for a bit. She's playing on those 2 fouls down, so we'll keep an eye on 15 and gold here.
Yeah, she's such a good rebounder. She's been fun watching her for 4 years. Bessinen up on top. Sanders open on the left wing. She's got the ball now. She's going to take the 17-footer. Nothing but net.
Maddie, the left-hander, knocking down the 2, the long 2. Up 3 back the other direction by Allie Platzer.
That shot was missed there. The long 3 by Allie Platzer from Olivet, Michigan, but they get the rebound.
Jordan Heckendorf.
I love watching Bessinen play. She's really talented. She's really smart. She reminds me of her coach.
Oh, Emily Carpenter, yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
She
She knows where to go. She knows what to do. I haven't seen her make a bad pass. And there's going to be a foul.
The thing I think with Elise is that she's growing into the role the longer she plays. I think her freshman year took her a little bit of time to get her feet underneath her, and this year, she's very unselfish just naturally. And one of the things that Emily Carpenter's been trying to work with her on is trying to get her to be a little more aggressive, like I said, looking for her own shot.
Yep.
And that's something that Emily Carpenter will tell you that even in her career was something that she kind of took her a little bit of time to kind of adjust to during her career as a Yellow Jacket.
Nice pass inside. Ferrendo and did a good job inside defensively, and Matson just missed a shot, but she was harassed. Long three-pointer goes up, and you knew that was good. She knew it was good. It looked good, and there's going to be a timeout. Yes, there is. Jaden Kohler out of Stevensville, Michigan. Lots of Michigan players. Well, let's see here. Kohler is from Stevensville. Oh, sure, there's only two of them, I think. Yeah, Olivet. I've just been saying their names a lot, I guess. With 4:47 to go, 32-13 is the score.
Well, it's a combination of basically Minnesota and Wisconsin players on this Martin Luther team, and then there are a couple others, like you said, the two young ladies from Michigan as well. There's also a player from Des Moines, Washington on this roster. So
a lot of the conference schools have a lot of players from California, from Texas. They must have pipelines going out there, or potentially players that can recruit out there who used to play.
Well, that's not all that dissimilar from the Yellow Jackets roster makeup, which also includes mostly players from Minnesota and Wisconsin, but there are a few outliers as well that are from other parts of the country.
Well, thank God we got Javon Walker from Rochelle, Texas. And thank God we have Levy Miguel out of Angola.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of good players from a lot of different areas. And, they're all nice kids. I love it. And they're just
certainly the same story on the women's
kids.
side, too. I mean, if you look at the roster for this Yellow Jacket women's team, like I said, a lot of Minnesota and Wisconsin mostly. And then you've got the outliers like Elise Bessinen, who is from Michigan. And, of course, one of the injured players, Lindry Schendel, who's from Colorado. But that's...
Yeah.
And Lindry's also a two-sport athlete. She plays on the women's soccer team. One of the better soccer players in the conference, by the way.
Who went to the NCAAs this year.
Yeah, second straight year.
How cool is that?
Yeah, second straight year that they made it to the big dance.
Don't you? And did we not win the...
won the conference.
The conference
regular
trophy?
season and the tournament title. Yep.
That's cool. Golf has been doing... All the teams are doing very well. The coaching staff, the AD, Nick Mercer, they're to be commended. Shot goes up. That looks short. It is short. Didn't hit the rim either.
Yeah.
That's all right. She had to shoot the ball. They ran some clock. 4:14 to go, 32-13.
Women's soccer coach Alison DeGroat, by the way, in the building, as are several of Lindry Schendel's teammates that are sitting in the stands to our left on that NCAA tournament team.
Lindry's parents kept in touch with us all the time when she was playing. I miss them from Firestone, Colorado.
Yep.
Miss them a lot. Really nice people. Shot goes up, rolls around, falls in, hit the bottom of the rim, and it creeped over.
And if you listen to Lindry, she tell you that her hometown is about a half hour outside the Denver area.
That was Kieselhorst with the basket. I just had to say that.
Great name.
It really is.
Coach
Perennial's got it. She's going to get it up on top. They're going to shoot it. No, Olsen doesn't shoot. Gets it inside. Nice pass. Reverse layup. No good, but the rebound is right there. No good. Rebound is on the right side. That's Matson puts it up. No good. They had three opportunities, there's bodies everywhere.
Coach Melissa Fracker, by the way, across the way as well, watching the game tonight.
Who's that? I'm sorry?
Melissa Fracker, the women's softball coach, is also standing across the way.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, alongside Coach DeGroat, the women's soccer program. And
there you go.
Want to get too far off topic here, but C.J. Schaffner also standing over there. He took his tennis team to the NCAA tournament last year on the men's side.
Yeah, everybody has really picked up the quality of the kids are getting. I mean, I love the kids, and you see more than I do. Just great human beings,
Yeah.
which I just love, and student athletes, which is important. Oh, that's a nice turnaround shot. No good. Was that blocked? No, it wasn't.
Nobody
Just
got a
was
hand
short.
on that one, yeah.
Sanders was on defense. Can you imagine what Sanders would be like if she was 6 feet? She'd have 30 rebounds a game.
She would, yeah.
With that
She's got a
attitude.
nose for the ball.
Yeah.
Maddie's one of those players, and if you talk to her about rebounding, her face just really lights up. She really enjoys rebounding the basketball.
Yeah, Dobson has it. She took one dribble. You can't do that. Perendo's got it now. She needs help. Gets it on top to Sanders. Sanders has made one. 8 on the shot clock. They got to shoot it. Dribble penetration. Barnum and Bailey, and almost went.
Yeah, that was Elsa Olsen taking that runner about 10 feet in the painted area.
I like watching Platzer play. She's diminutive. She's 5 feet, a senior. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound, good job by Dobson to pull that one in. She did a good job boxing out.
And Katie Dobson hasn't scored since the first quarter. She's sitting on 8 points.
32-15, 2:08 to go. Perendo on the left wing. Up on top of the circle. Dobson's got it. Skip past Perendo. Perendo pulls the trigger. Good.
3-point shot from the Proctor native, Sam Perendo.
Perendo's another one I'd like to see shoot a little more often. As catch and release, but sometimes if Sam thinks about it, it doesn't go.
Yeah.
You can't think. A shooter can have no conscience if you miss 10 in a row, big deal, unless the coach yells at you and pulls you out. Platzer's got it. What's she going to do? She gets rid of over the right wing. Shot clock to 8. Scoop shots up. No good. Rebound fought for. Coming down with it is going to be Superior. They get it up to Perendo on the right wing with 1:20 to go. Dobson thought about it, but she should have pulled the trigger. Perendo, another one from this side. No good. That's all right. Looked good.
Yeah, I had a good look at it. Just rimmed it out.
Yeah, you get that shot, Matt. You don't mind him taking it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Platzer, what a move. She missed it. Rebound comes down inside. Blocked by Dobson. Hurry up. You got the numbers. Well, Platzer was going to try it. At 5 feet,
nice,
she was hiding.
A couple nice defensive plays by Katie Dobson as well, Don. We talked about her shooting ability, but had a couple of nice defensive plays in this quarter. Here's Maddie going for 3.
No good. And Dobson tips the ball back. She couldn't grab it. That's a sign of a good player right there. Behind the back, Olsen. She backs it out beyond the arc. Perendo, deep right. 17-footer. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Well, and that's the kind of thing with Katie Dobson that, like I said, Coach Emily Carpenter, that's one of the reasons why she's encouraged her to shoot more. Is because of that kind of ability.
She's got 10. Wow. Probably taken 6 shots, and she's got 10 points.
Yeah, she's had a very efficient ball game tonight.
Yes, she has. Here comes Prindle. Is she going to get the ball ahead? She does. That's Dobson, but she doesn't take it. Down to 7. Dobson's going to take another one. Yes! Yes! Are you kidding me? Get out of town.
13 points for Katie Dobson.
Unbelievable. 3 threes, 2 twos. Katie Dobson is in fuego. Way to go, 3. Unbelievable. 15 minutes are on the clock for halftime. We're going to, Gabe, can we run our ad for UW Superior or no? Okay, go ahead and run it a couple times. I need a break. We'll be back. Superior leads 40-15. We're on YouTube, everybody. So anybody tuning in, you can text me if you'd like to say hi. 715-817-5196. Would love to hear from you so that we know that we're on because we've got Elsa Olsen's, I believe, grandfather, Kay Olsen, down in Miami watching. We're at 71 degrees, a high of 81. Oh, that was on the 20th. I don't know what it's going to be right now. And I think that is a grandfather, but I'm not sure. It could be a grandmother. Just the initial K. Let me know. But we'll be right back in about 5 or 6 minutes. We'll give you the halftime stats. But Superior leads us from 40-15. After 1, they led 27-3, and it was almost 27-1. Martin Luther scored a basket with about 2 seconds on the clock. I've never seen a scoring half like that, or scoring quarter, I should say. by the Jackets, where they led by 24 points after one. So we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes on the iFan Sports Network. Thanks for tuning into the YouTube. We had a problem with our server tonight, and hopefully we'll be okay for tomorrow, because everybody, well, they'll be able to find out, because there's a direct link from UW Superior's website to YouTube. So we'll be back in a few. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. I would say that I am very happy here.
And welcome back, everybody. And for those watching on the YouTube channel, we appreciate it. We had our server, we had some issues, and we could not do the majority of the men's game, which the men won. What was the final score in that, man?
76-60.
76-60. The men played very well. They'll have a tough ball game tomorrow. Seeding time in the conference, you got to be looking for this. And Matt, is it still the top 5 teams? Do they still have the play-in game? How does that work now for seeding in the UMAC?
I think right now the way it's working is I think it's just semifinals now. I think we're back now to the top 4 making it in. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on that. It'll say for sure on the UMAC website. So go to UMACathletics.com, go to the championships, and then it'll tell you what the format is. Because it's different for different sports. For instance, for women's volleyball, it's the top 4. For soccer, it is also, I believe, the top 4. Now, it changed a little bit. It was altered because of COVID for a couple of years, but I think they might have gone back now to the other formats or the original formats that they had before anyway. So
for years when it was the top 5 teams and they had that play-in game between
they did
5
have a play-in game at one time.
I couldn't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't understand that either, really.
Yeah, but you're kind of penalizing the team in 4th place. Let's say they finish ahead of the 5th, which could happen. You're kind of penalizing them, but
right, yeah.
Well, we got some halftime stats of the women's game, and it's a pleasure to be on the air again, Matt, because you and I love to talk. I'll do Martin Luther. You can do UW Superior.
Okay.
Because I'll talk for about 10 minutes about Katie Dobson, so I'm going to let you talk about it.
Okay.
But for Martin Luther, they trail this one at the halftime 40-15, so I'm also taking the easy way out. Total points, Emma Nelson's got 5. This is for Martin Luther for the Knights. 3 points for Jordan Heckendorf. I just want to say that name. 2 points for Grace Kieselhorst. I want to say that name too. Courtney Benke, she's got 2. 1 point for Jaden Kohler and 2 points for Lisa Hoffer for a total of 15. They are in the first quarter when they only scored 3 points. They made 1 out of 10 shots. They only made 1 field goal. They had 1 free throw. That was it. And they had 3 points. Now they have 15, so they've had a scoring splurge, so to speak. They're for the game, they're shooting 25%, 6 out of 24, 2 out of 6 from three-point land for 33%, and only 1 out of 2 free throws, only 2 free throws. So maybe they'll go inside a little bit more and try and score some baskets get some 2-point opportunities with the clock stop. They're going to have to do something,
right?
Because they're trailing right now by 25. So, Matt, tell us about Superior. They played a really good first half.
Yeah, it was one of the better halves of basketball. I've actually seen the ladies play all year long, and I've been following them all year long from the radio side of things, not necessarily streaming. So, but 10 different Yellow Jackets on the bottom of the net in that first half, 10 of them. 10 out of the 11 that played for the Yellow Jackets scored at least 2 points, led by Katie Dobson. We talked about her being very efficient. 5 for 6 shooting for Katie in the first half. She was 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. 13 points for her so far in the ballgame to lead all scores. Caitlin Christian with 6 points. 5 points so far for Elise Bessinen, and then 3 points for a couple players. Sam Prendo made a 3-point field goal for her 3 points. Elsa Olsen with 3 points as well for the Yellow Jackets, and then a host of players with 2 points each. Mackenzie Lesha, Maddie Sanders with a 2-point field goal. Erica Matson with 2 points so far. Chloe Peterson with 2 points, and also Haley Evans with 2 points in that first half. Yellow Jackets 15 for 34 from the field in the opening 20 minutes, 44.1%. 5 for 13 from beyond the arc, and 5 for 7 from the stripe. A couple of numbers to note here, Don. They're +9 in rebounding, 24-15 after 1 half. They also are doubling up the Knights in terms of offensive rebounds. Yellow Jackets with 10 so far, the Knights with 5. And in terms of foul trouble in that first half, the Yellow Jackets so far have 2 players with 2 fouls. Maddie Sanders has 2, as does Erica Matson. Meanwhile, for Martin Luther, by the way, Emma Nelson, their leading scorer, she has 3 fouls. They only had 4 fouls the entire half, but 3 of them came from Emma Nelson for Martin Luther, so we'll keep an eye on that as the second half begins as well.
Yeah, she's their leading scorer tonight with only 5 points, but she is their leading scorer. So I'm sure she's going to start the second half, but you certainly don't want to pick up that 4th foul in the first couple of minutes, do you?
No, and that's one of those situations, again, where you got to keep a close eye on what Emma Nelson is doing out there. Yellow Jackets might attack her a little bit more, try to draw that 4th foul in the early going, but right now the Yellow Jackets in firm control here, leading it by 25 at the half. So,
well, Kaylin Christian has played a great first half. She's got 6 total points, 3 assists, 2 steals, only 1 turnover. And she's leading in rebounds with 6. Maddie Sanders only has 2, but Sanders made a 3, and I thought she made a 3.
No, that was a long 17-footer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's only the 1 out of 2.
That was on the baseline, too. That's not an easy shot.
No, that's the toughest shot in the book. But it's we're having fun at the Mertz. The crowd is kind of thinned out after the men's game. I think everybody got home to make sure their furnace was still running. You don't want to let it go for 2 games.
Well, and you got the back-to-back games in the UMAC, of course. Big showdown with Bethany Lutheran here tomorrow, and then Alumni Day as well. Yeah,
there'll be some peeps here tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, Alumni Weekend. That's going to be a fun time. How many players are coming? Have you heard any rumors?
On the women's side, I know that there were 14 that had said they were coming, and Coach Carpenter had gotten 12 confirmed. And actually, Emily was considering playing in the game, so that'd be kind of an interesting thing to see, because she said she hasn't picked up a ball and run up and down the court for more than about 2 minutes at a time now, ever since she retired a couple of years ago. So she said that she's probably not really looking forward to that, because she said, I won't be able to go very long. But
well, it's going to be fun. I'm sure Jake Smith will be here. Sally Linsmeyer will be here. All scores. Jake lives in Superior, and he teaches math at the high school. And Sally, I saw her. She coaches at Chippewa. And when Chippewa played the high school, the girls, I'm over at the scores table getting some score sheets to do the game, and I feel this person hugging me from behind, and it was Sally. We'll see you after the game, and what a treat. And she's in the Hall of Fame now over here, too, deservedly so.
Yeah, very much so, very much so.
See, it was fun. Here we go, back to live action. Shot goes up, no good. Bessenen's going to get hammered with the foul on that one.
And one of the things that the Yellow Jackets will have to do here, Don, especially with that game with Bethany Lutheran coming up tomorrow, not lose your focus.
Yeah.
Don't get any bad habits here, despite the fact you're in control at the moment. You can't, like I said, take your eyes off the prize, so to speak, here.
You got that right. You got to keep playing this half like you're down. I mean, that's the way you got to play. There's a steal by Christian. She does not have the numbers. She's going to back it out. She's over on the left wing. Skip pass. They try to get it inside, and coming down with it is Bessenen, the diminutive one.
Yep, on the far side corner, tried to get it to Katie Dobson, got knocked away.
And Leccia needs to ball fake, bounce pass. That was Pat Flynn's favorite mantra. And his wife Lori's here tonight. Pat, of course, was my partner for 15 years on IFAN.
Sitting about 10 feet to our right, in fact, is Lori Flynn.
Passed away a couple years ago of thyroid cancer. We miss him to this day, and seeing Lori gets me a little choked up. And she's going down to Gulf Shores, Alabama, where she and Pat went for years. There's a nice shot. Nice shot by you-know-who.
Yeah, Katie Dobson with the triple. She now is 16 in the game.
Has she hit the rim yet on a shot?
The one she missed, yeah, that's about the only one, though.
Unbelievable. 43-18 is the score, 28-point lead, 8:45 to go. They get the ball way over on the right side. Christian on defense. They're playing good D. I like to see that. So look at Sanders.
The defense has never been a problem this year for the Yellow Jackets. It's been how their offense has been the question. And when their offense is clicking, they're tough.
They are.
But sometimes the offense gets a little bit stuck in a rut. And it was one of the things that Coach Carpenter has talked about. She's emphasized the fact to her team that our defense is going to keep us in games. We just have to be able to make some plays on offense, and we'll give ourselves a chance to win. And
there you go.
We've seen it throughout the season. I mean, how many close games that this team has lost so far, especially in conference play.
Yeah, just because of their shooting percentage.
Yep.
You're right. And they're holding teams. I mean, nobody's scoring 1,000 points against them either. I mean, they're playing pretty well. And Matt, we talked.
Yeah.
We've seen 27-3. The Jackets, it's 46-15. So in the first 30 seconds, the Knights haven't scored in the third quarter either.
It's been just a really rough shooting night so far for Dan. A Martin Luther team that they've also lost some close games on the season. If you look at what they've done this year, Don. They played this year. They played a lot of close losses as well.
Last time we played Martin Luther, we beat them 59. Lutheran is coming into town, college tonight, and we beat them 79-64. Continue those two after they beat 13-7. Look at the scores. Approach, they had 64 once. It is a matter of the shooting ability because they do other things so well.
Yeah.
And, Harold Mulhern helps, and he's not, I don't know if Harold's not here tonight, but Katie White helped, and she just got a job down in Missouri. Congratulations to Katie White. She's probably watching tonight.
Yeah, very, very talented videographer, by the way.
How much fun was she to call doing games when she was there?
Really smart player and had an excellent stroke from beyond the arc. She could really shoot the ball and made some big shots in her Yellow Jacket career, of course, during that the last UMAC title team.
Matt, how many years have you been broadcasting here at the college?
This is, I think, year 13, 12 or 13 now.
And how many memories you could fill up about 6 volumes of great events and great kids, couldn't you?
Well, I could, and it's always an honor, and I appreciate the responsibility that comes with it, and to tell the student athlete stories. As Katie Dobson.
Oh, Dobson, what's the matter with her? She's human. Rebound by Leccia. Next time out, I'll tell a story about the first year that I was here.
Well, to be honest with you, Don, I was going through it in my head between all the sports and how many NCAA tournament teams I've had the chance of covering since I've been here, and I think it's somewhere between 10 and 12 if I add them all up, all the teams that I've covered that have made the NCAA tournament from UW Superior. So I've been blessed in that regard.
Oh, really it's been fun. My first year, Jeff Kaminsky was here. And he ended up going, where did he go?
By the way,
Grand
he's
Valley
at Wayne State right now. Yeah, he went to North Dakota NAIA route, and then he came, and now he's coaching Wayne State down in Wayne, Nebraska, part of the NSIC, which is UMD's conference. And he's got himself a really nice team. I got the chance of watching them play this past weekend against UMD, and he's got a really nice squad on that.
Well, he's a good coach.
In that Wayne State squad.
First year they had Leonard Cobb here, and amongst others, and we flew out to Rochester, New York to play in a tournament out there with Rochester and St. Lawrence and somebody else. And we won the tournament. We played incredibly well. And that was the year Stevens Point. We beat Stevens Point twice that year. And Stevens Point, I think, won the national championship that year.
Yeah, that's the last time the Yellow Jackets actually beat Stevens Point. Came close this year, I can tell you that. I was down at Quant Fieldhouse, and the Yellow Jacket men played Stevens Point. Ended up losing a really tight ball game by 4.
Oh, wow. Leccia took the shot. She missed it. Dobson got the rebound. Christian, top of the key 3. Bank. She'll take it. She'll take it.
And she just turned and smiled at Emily Carpenter when that one went in, did Shaylin Christian.
10 years that was a swish from 40 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll count that one as a
That's why they invented the board. Christian goes to her left and stole it away. Whoa, that's a great call right there, and great job by Leccia.
Yeah, Leccia came over and took the charge right in front of us.
Yeah.
Courtside here.
The floor kind of moved. Heckendorf committed that foul. Kewaskum, Wisconsin. I have no clue where that is. Kewaskum. 49-15, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bessinen gets rid of the ball over to the left wing to Olson. Olson looks in at the high elbow, nothing there. Perendo get it, got it. Dobson passes it inside. Is going to be 3 seconds, I think.
Yeah, against Chloe Peterson, she didn't vacate the lane fast enough. Came down low, didn't take a step to her left. Instead, she kind of planted there, and referee caught her on a 3-second call.
And here comes the Knights, trailing by a lot, by 34. I'm shocked, to be honest with you, that Superior is playing as well as they are, and the Knights are playing as badly as they are, and thus the 34-point deficit with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Good defense by Olson there. And Bessinen on the baseline. Platzer shoots, no good. Rebound comes down. Here comes Olson. Now Bessinen get open on the left wing over here. Come on. Rotate up to the top. They get the ball inside. Oh, there you go. Nice shot. Good rebound, however. And it's going to be a jump ball.
Good job, though, by Chloe Peterson, or Parendo, because that's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrows with the Jackets. So UWS will maintain possession here. It looks like Bessinen and Dobson are going to check out. They're going to bring in Matson and Haley Evans here. And that'll mean that Elsa Olson will play the point here.
There you go. Try and get the ball inside to Matson. She's got it now on the block. Now, see, I mean, look at that move. I mean, Matt, they've had that play, that they've been able to do that all year, but they haven't put the ball down, and they did right there.
Yeah, that was Haley Evans with her second field goal.
She's made a couple of really nice moves tonight. She's played well. Lead is 36. Yes, everybody, if you're listening, 36. Dribble penetration, that's going to be a reach foul. That's going to be on
Parendo, I think.
.32.
Sorry, it's on Haley Evans. One of those Proctor.
Well,
natives.
Proctor.
Yeah, one of those Proctor natives.
That's an understandable mistake. Proctor's got a really nice high school team this year.
They usually do, I think.
Yeah, there's a good-looking shot, but no good. Rebound comes down to Parendo on the weak side.
Yeah, that was Eckendorf on the shot. Missed it a little bit wide left. And it's been kind of that kind of night here for Martin Luther tonight here at the Mertz.
Yeah, and I think on the 16th, is it? I'd have to look at the schedule. Oh, that's going to be off of Superior. No, what a save by Parendo. And the shot clock is at 15. Dribble penetration. Nice pass inside. They deserve that one. Parendo deserves that basket.
That was well played that time. Well passed by the Yellow Jackets. And playing a strong floor game tonight. Not a lot of turnovers. Getting
long.
good looks.
There's a long one. No good. Weak side rebound. Parendo. Yeah, Superior High School girls, who I think are 16-1, ranked 10th in the state. They will be playing Grand Rapids in a couple of weeks. Look at Matson.
Yeah, Matson getting inside.
They're putting the biscuit in the basket tonight, aren't they?
They are. They're making shots tonight. And it's amazing how easy the sport becomes, Don, when you make shots. I mean, it really...
Eckendorf.
Because we can talk about matchups, we can talk about, execution, but at the end of the day, if you don't put the biscuit in the basket, it's not going to count for anything. And
that's exactly right. They get the ball in the high post area over to the corner. Shot goes up. That's going to be short. That was Olson. The rebound comes down, however, and that's Matson again. Matson's playing well. She's got 6, a junior out of Ely. I believe that's on Highway 1, if I recall. I used to call on, I think Zups has got a store up there. Used to call on them back in the Keebler and Lipton tea days. Took me about 6 weeks to get there, and I needed a visa to go through Canada almost. What a good move that was.
Yeah.
That was Heckendorf again, I think.
Yeah, she's a nice little player.
Check out that Northland score there if you can.
I'm going to go and look at that one in a second here. We were shocked by that one as well.
Yeah. Matson has it. Bounce pass in the lane.
Fade
away. No good. Rebound comes down to the Knights. They're double teamed in the backcourt, and there's going to be a blocking foul, and they're going to call that
on Chloe Peterson.
Chloe Peterson. Yeah, when you're up by 37, you're not going to get many calls.
No.
And coming into the ball game is 22. She's back in. That's Emma Nelson with 4 fouls, and I might have waited till the game is foregone conclusion. Probably I might have waited till the third.
They're into the fourth quarter now over in Northland.
Northland's up 57-35.
35, yeah.
Shots up, no good. Goes out of bounds. It will be Superior ball.
Yellow Jackets will see the Vikings here tomorrow. That's a 22-point lead for the Lumberjills.
Yeah.
At Kendrick Center, and I'll tell you what, that place can be a nightmare to play in. I talked about it on the radio last weekend because it's a small venue. It's loud in there. Short ceilings.
Ooh.
And it's very, very tight.
You feel like you're claustrophobic in a closet.
Yeah, it's a very, very intimate setting, we'll say. And
Marcus Helen would have hit the ceiling on some of his shots.
Yeah, those rainmakers. Yeah,
Nice give and go, and there's going to be a foul inside. Matson got the ball, but unselfishly passed the ball out to the corner. She saw a player open. That's going to be a foul. Number 12, the third team foul. That's going to be on Heckendorf. She's given me plenty of time to say her name, and I love it.
But, yeah, we were surprised by that score as well. We saw it at halftime. Northland was up by 21 at the half.
Yeah, that's kind of a surprise. Top of the key, they don't take it. Then there's a key right there. One pass too many. She had to look at it. Go ahead.
They don't need to overpass the basketball, that's for sure, especially, like I said, you want to still be sharp heading that game tomorrow against Bethany, who look like they're on their way to a loss here tonight against Northland on the road.
Isn't that something? So that Spear played well tonight. They got to do it again tomorrow. Matson puts up the turnaround, no good. And great play, and everybody's okay down there.
Yeah, Brendo went down a little awkwardly, but she pops back up.
And Haley Evans held two people up. I like that. 1-4 low formation here right now. Let's see where they go with it. How they're going to do a box.
Well, 3.8 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot clock was reset. Now, I'm not sure if that's correct or not. And
yeah, I'm not either.
We'll see. I guess they're going to keep it as is, but.
Long three. That looks good. Boy, that looked good, though. That was a good-looking shot by Chloe Peterson. Why not? She's open again. Dribble penetrate, and she's going to lose it. It's going to be a jump ball, which is okay.
Over penetration on that one. Needs to kick that one out before she gets in there. Got triple teamed in the post. You got to kick that ball back out to the wing.
Yep. And that's a jump ball you don't mind because
right. That's an aggressive move.
You'll
but
get
again,
the ball at the quarter.
Just a little bit of over penetration there by the sophomore.
Yeah. That's one shot that I used to coach my girls a ton. Was a dribble penetration like Dwight Hill used to take.
Yep.
Dribble penetration at 10 feet, you got to shoot it.
Speaking of alums, it'll be in the building tomorrow more than likely.
Isn't that cool? One of my favorites. I gave him the nickname Captain Crunch, by the way. Every time I see him, I still call him Captain Crunch because at crunch time, the man was incredible. 8 points by Matson. 59-20 going into the fourth quarter. Superior with the lead. The conference, when they see this score, they're going to say, ooh, maybe Superior is rounding into form. Wow, 59-20. They've been playing very well. Have the Jackets tonight. From the get-go, they led 27-3 at the first quarter, 40-15 at half, and now they lead 59-20, so they outscored the Knights 19-5 in that quarter. They've just done an incredible job offensively and defensively.
Well, they scored the first 27 of the first 28 points in the game, Don. I don't think we've ever.
Yeah, 27 out of 28 until they got that two with about 2 seconds on the clock. Or else they would have been shut out in field goals. Now, I've never seen that.
No.
Ever.
Not in a quarter.
No, not in a quarter.
No. I had to liken it again to that men's game against Bethany Lutheran when the Yellow Jackets got up 26-0 in the first 9 minutes. That was.
I'd like to see that tomorrow.
That happens, it'll be just as shocking as that was because Bethany Lutheran at that time when they came in, by the way, was also fighting for first place in the conference. And
yeah. Well, we'll be back here tomorrow night at 5:30.
No, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
3 o'clock tomorrow.
Except for me, I'll be on the radio. But
there you go.
Yeah.
And,
Jackets, by the way, 43.4% shooting now after 3.
There you go.
The Knights, 22.9%. Jackets 8 for 19 from beyond the arc. The Knights 3 for 13, and the Jackets now 5 for 7 from the free throw line, plus 19 rebounds now for UWS.
That's pretty good. So the men's game tomorrow at 3, the women's game at 4:45. We'll be on the air for both of those. Hopefully we're not on YouTube. I'd rather be on our regular iFan network, but however we get on, we get on. Three-pointer, top of the key, wide right, no good, and rebound comes down to Christian.
So, again, this is, Don, we talked about it at halftime. Don't want to get any bad habits.
No.
Close this thing out and make sure everybody's still keeping their intensity up, keeping their concentration up, hanging that game tomorrow against Bethany Lutheran.
Sophie Majewski from Pulaski took a long three and was a little shy, but that's okay. She's been on the bench. She's got to get a shot. I would suspect that these players that are on the floor right now will play about 3 or 4 minutes, and then they're going to probably empty the bench, is Coach Carpenter. Emily Carpenter, great kid, as you mentioned, a baseball, softball player, basketball player extraordinaire.
Yep.
Recruited Don Mulhern, got her up here. And he said she's short, but she's great.
Yep.
And look what she turned into. She's just a great person,
The Jackets,
great
by the
human
way,
being.
Tonight, John, 4 players with at least 8 points.
There you go. There you go. So the scoring, continue the scoring tomorrow. Don't drought it. Don't get a drought. Dribble penetration shot, no good. Dobson with the rebound and almost stolen away, but there's going to be a reach-in foul.
Dobson, by the way, leading the way individually, Don. She has 16 points, 9 points for Caitlin Christian, 8 points each for Elise Besson and Erica Matson in the game. And then it goes down from there. 5 points from Sam Parendo, 4 points from Haley Evans, 3 points from Elsa Olson, and then Mackenzie Lesha, Maddie Sanders, Chloe Peterson each have 2 points.
But look at the number of kids that have scored.
Yeah,
Isn't that
exactly.
Great?
Yeah,
You love to see that.
10 players have scored in the Yellow Jackets.
And Parendo's 2 baskets were great hustle baskets. So she made that 3, and then she, I think, got a putback or something, and she did a great job. You don't want to take that one dribble in there.
No, he just.
You know, if you take the one dribble and don't go anywhere, it's just like standing there without dribbling. So I don't understand why players do that. Ooh, good hustle there, and there's going to be a foul, and they're going to call that one on 34. That's going to be on House. Hannah House is in the game.
Yep, Hannah House. We saw her briefly in the first half.
Now, she's from Stanley, Wisconsin. I should ask her. See, she went to Stanley Boyd High School.
She did.
So I want to know, what's the city, what's the suburb, you know?
Right, yeah.
They get the ball up ahead to Christian. She's going to bring it back out. Nice pass. Good look to Dobson. Christian's going to get it top of the circle. Nope, they get it down low. Christian's going to rotate.
Hannah House now going with the right hand. Misses a little bit off. Offensive rebound for Kaylin Christian.
And Christian's going to get it top of the circle. They get a nice bounce pass inside. Oh, what a cut. What a cut by Dobson. What a pass. What a look.
Yeah, Katie Dobson now with 18.
Wow. I think her family, I don't see them here. I think they're probably down
I
at
haven't
home.
seen the Dobsons yet tonight. I don't know if they're in town yet or not. They might be. They'll probably be here tomorrow, I would guess.
She is fun. What a nice kid. Oh, there's going to be a foul on Christian. I can call that one from here. That's only her first foul, I believe.
For Kaylin tonight?
I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. That's the other thing. The Jackets have played pretty cleanly tonight. There haven't been a lot of whistles in terms of fouls.
And there comes some new players in. You got Bessinen back in. You got Olson back in. You still got Majeski in there. You've got
Parendo's in there on the baseline.
You've got House in there and Parendo. Shot goes up, no good. Parendo, look at that hustle.
Yep, she had 11 rebounds against Northland on that in that win
Boy.
in Ashland last Saturday, and
great hustle.
Yep,
she got a shot if she wants it. She doesn't take it. They're going to run some clock. And you made a good point earlier about, okay, don't do anything silly. Stay in the game. Look at that move. No good on the shot, but that was a nice move in the basket, in the paint, and Bessinen stays on the floor. There's 5 people. That was a scrum officially on the iFan Sports Network. 4 on the floor is a scrum. 3 on the floor is a flurry.
I see. I'm interested in these definitions that you and Mr. Flynn came up with.
Oh, God. Well, you know what I came up with?
What's that?
In volleyball, if you serve and it hits the top of the net and it goes in and you play it, or you get an ace. Are you sitting down?
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
It's a funicello.
Oh, my gosh. I've heard that one. I think Pat told me about that one, too, once upon a time. I thought you were going to talk about it falling into the fire.
I came up with the campfire. We came up with that one before this started.
Grace Kennedy, actually, UWS women's basketball alum who might be here tomorrow. She was the first one to talk to me about that. I did some volleyball matches where she was my color commentator once upon a time. And
that's good. No, it looked good. Shot was missed by Platzer. Rebound comes down. Yeah, Flynn and I came. Our webcast, as you are well aware, totally irreverent. Totally. Pat used to say we're off the rails with our, but we had fun and people liked it. Pat Flynn was a great guy.
He was.
Missed him to death. I'm telling you.
He had the same philosophy every year. It was interesting because he was also an assistant coach under both Don Mulhern and Zach Otto Fisher while he was here. And Pat had the most interesting philosophy in the world I've ever seen in coaching, which is every year he told me how bad the team was. or how bad they looked in practice. And the next thing you know, they're winning 20 games and winning the league and going to the NCAA tournament again.
Yeah.
So after a while, I stopped listening.
Yeah,
We were going to be so terrible this year. We're just not very good.
And Pat was really, really close with Kaylin Christian. Really close. They were best of friends, and Pat pushed her.
Yeah.
Pat pushed her, and Pat, I coached with him for about 5. Oh, nice move by Olson. Olson's going to go all the way. What a pass. Well, you got to make it. Oh, don't. Okay.
They're going to call a foul on the
That was a great move. But Pat, we coached together for a lot of years. Coached his 2 sons, my son. Pat was a great coach. One game we're playing in Proctor in a tournament, and his son Chip, who was like 6'4" in the 8th grade, had 3 fouls in the first quarter. And so I'm keeping the book, and I go to him. I said, Pat, Chip's got 3 fouls. He says, well, what do you want me to do about it? You know?
Right, yeah, exactly. Oh, there's Haley Evans again. Oh.
Use that board, my dear, if you can. But, yeah, great man. We miss him dearly. 2 years.
Yeah.
There's a steal.
That's an end.
Look at her. Look at her go. You know, the thing about her is when you're dribbling and a fast player can't catch up with you, that tells you you're doing a dang good job.
Yeah, really quick hands that time by Elise Besson to pick that ball off, go all coast to coast for the layup.
I think she's got 10 now.
Yep, she's the second Yellow Jacket in double figures. Of course, Dobson has 18 to lead everybody.
Wow. Boy, Matt, they played I love the rotation, and they're playing really good defense. Look at that. There's 3 people there.
Yeah, Haley Evans coming over help side that time to assist Elsa Olson on the post on that left side block. And like you said, didn't foul, just got vertical. And
that was great.
Yep.
Matson comes in. Sanders comes in. Couple go out.
Besson in and Majewski out.
I just love watching Besson play.
Yeah, I think she's going to be a darn good one before she's done here.
Yeah. Platzer gets rid of the ball. Long 3, catch release. They had to take it.
Oh, and a 3-point foul against Elsa Olson.
Oh.
That's just one of those mistakes you don't want to make.
Yeah.
But once you close out on that 3-point shooter, don't hit him.
That's right.
Yeah. You can even turn and block them out, but just don't hit them on the arm while they're going up for the shot or after the release. And that's, you know what, though? That's a common trait now I see in basketball a lot of times now, Don. So many 3-point shooters get fouled nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that as well, but it's pretty much a regular occurrence now.
Yeah, it really is.
I used to get benched for that. I got benched, I remember, during my high school career for fouling a 3-point shooter. And it wasn't even on I went to go box him out, and I boxed out a little too aggressively, and he flopped on me. But I came out of the game because of that. And what was the first thing my coach told me? Got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, that's a play that will kill you if that happens too many times in a game. I mean, let's face it, if this was a close game, that foul on a 3.
Yep.
Ooh, it's not a close game, but, you know, that's one of those mistakes you don't want to make tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
Oh, Olsen handles the ball pretty well. And just, I
She's
wish she was
ball handler, yeah.
She really is. I wish she was about 3 inches taller.
Yeah, she
just
handles the ball extremely well. She's, you know, one of the things that she's been doing lately, Don, is she's been reading the plays a lot better than she did early in the season. I think when you're that freshman and you come in and you're the backup point guard, you know, sometimes you try to make things happen that aren't there. You want to play aggressively, but you have to get used to the speed, as here's a turnover going to be against the Knights here.
Well,
Kohler dribbled off of her foot.
She's a great player. I just enjoy watching her. You know, all these kids, you know, and you're the same as I am, especially when they're seniors. It's really sad. It's a sad day. They're like your kids. But you get to know them over the year. You get to know their mannerisms. Yep. You see their smile, and you kind of fall in love with all these kids. And, turnover deep in the corner.
Yep, a miscommunication between the senior Sanders and the freshman Olson there. And, again, those are those little things that you want to clean up before tomorrow's game against Bethany.
Yeah, you like I said, I'm repeating myself, but you said this a couple times during the game. You just want to keep playing the same game you played the whole game.
Yep.
You don't want to get in any bad habits. So tomorrow's going to be important.
It is indeed.
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, Lisa Hoffer inside.
A little baby. You know, I like that young lady. She didn't start. She's a 5'7" senior out of Plymouth. She's got 6 points.
She had a good look there. She got established on the right block, just turned with the right hand and softly off the window for 2.
I'm going to say she's probably leading the way with 6 points, too. It's going to be awfully close.
Yeah,
7 points for Heckendorf.
Now, there hasn't been a lot of points to be had, period, for Martin Luther tonight.
Good pick. You got to shoot it.
Well, Matson hits the deck, Sanders hits the deck, and now we're going to have a whistle.
So that was on the floor. That's going to be on Number 10, that's going to be on Gosh.
She's a native of Rapid City. We talked about that in the first half.
I wonder if her nickname's By Gosh.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh, boy.
Or Osh.
I don't have a set of drums with me right now, Don. I can't.
15-foot jump shot hits the rim. No good. Here comes the diminutive one, Allie Platzer, the 5-foot senior out of Olivet, Michigan, and she goes down, and Matson helps her up.
Only giving up about 8 inches, 9 inches on that exchange.
Coach Carpenter working the ref over there.
That's what coaches do, though. They never give it up on it. I'll tell you that. They
going to be the bonus.
Yeah.
5th foul. Going the line will be Allie Platzer.
It's not going to bother Emily that it's a 37-point game. She's still got a game to coach here.
Nope. Platzer, she'll make 2. I guarantee you, she's a good free throw shooter. Good touch there.
Yep. Carl roll on the rim. One more coming.
She's a good little player.
She's played a lot of minutes. I remember when she came in, she started for Martin Luther at point. She's been coming off the bench the last couple of years, but
yeah, she's a senior. Good full court pressure being deployed here, but Sanders has the ball in the left wing as they break the press. High screen up on top. They look for the roll. Nothing doing. Skip pass way over.
Whoa.
And Platzer comes down with it. Platzer with a good move. Platzer with a good pass. And it's going to be a jump ball.
When it comes to floor burns, you're not going to see anybody get more than Maddie Sanders.
That hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, you're not going to see anybody get more floor burns than Maddie Sanders does. She kind of lives in that area.
63-25 is your score. And at Northland right now, we've got Bethany Lutheran. Oh, I'm looking at the top. I should be looking at the score. Northland College is ahead 67-53 with how much time left?
1 minute and 8 seconds.
So I'm going to say that Northland College, I think that's pretty safe to say, Northland College is going to win that game.
Yeah.
You know, Northland College has got 2 6'10" guys.
Yeah, they do on that men's team for sure. Yeah, they
unbelievable.
Yeah,
and
they're big too. They're not just tall; they're wide. Those
yeah. And who did we just play last game? Finlandia. No, wait, excuse me. Yeah, Finlandia. You know, the coach at Finlandia. You're looking at it, and it says, okay, it says Emily Carpenter, UW Superior. It says here Dan Gaurich, Martin Luther, 2008, right?
Right, yeah.
The coach, I can't remember his name right now, but I'm going to give him a call.
The men's team at Finlandia.
The men's team from Finlandia.
Okay.
I look at it, and it says Blackburn. Oh, nice job. Oh, look at this. They broke that press pretty well.
Yeah, they did. They've been running the offense well tonight.
Yeah, so it's a Blackburn. So after the game, I said...
nice pass.
Oh, nice pass. Good shot. Left-handed shot.
Hannah House with the bucket. Nice feed, by the way, by Erica Matson. Really well done.
That was sweet.
Driving to the baseline and then kicking it, bouncing it to the opposite block for the 2. That's a really nice play by Erica Matson.
I said to the coach, I said, did you go to Blackburn College in Carlinville, Illinois? He said, yes, I did. I said, I lived in Carlinville, Illinois until I was 10 years old, and I lived on Sumner Street. He says, I know where that is. So we talked. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Somebody from Blackburn College, a town of 5,000, a school of about 500 kids. And I'm going to give him a call and spend some time with him on the phone. He's a real nice guy. But he was amazed that I said I knew where Carlinville was.
Well, that's pretty neat.
That was funny. But, you meet a lot of people in this, what you do, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it is fun.
The world becomes a much smaller place the longer you go, and that's,
yeah.
Is
that going to be a Matson or the foul from behind?
It's like me, Don, running the Jeff Kaminsky at Lane State.
What's that?
I'm broadcasting UMD game. It's like me running the Jeff Kaminsky, coaching at Wayne State.
Yep. That's right. Platzer's going to go to the line. That foul's going to be on 34. That's going to be on House. 67-28 is our score.
Jackets with the win, by the way. We'll go to 7-11 on the season.
Platzer, nothing but net again. I bet you she's an 80% free throw shooter.
Should say somewhere.
Yeah, I got it somewhere.
The stats. Let's see. Well, in conference, anyway.
I'll say 77 because she missed one.
Because she missed one. Offensive rebound, by the way.
Dribble penetration. The scoop. No good. Rebound. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Knights. 2:25 to go.
Actually, Allie Platzer coming in the game tonight. 3 for 6 from the line.
She's what?
3 for 6 on the season.
Okay.
So 50%, which is a little bit, I think, surprising considering the release that she's shown here tonight anyway.
And they're going to break the press with ease once again. Dribble all the way to the hoop. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Superior.
Off by Hannah House, who had a couple of nice inside plays here in a relief role with 2 minutes plus remaining here.
And Nancy, if you're watching in Ironwood, we apologize because you didn't get to see your grandson Evan play, and I think he had 1 basket. He's a good player, and he's only a freshman. He's only going to get more playing time as time goes on, and bigger and stronger. I mean, he is an outstanding young man, which is the best thing about him. But he's got you as a grandma, so what can I say? Great kid. Saw him last night after the high school game, and he felt badly for his Superior High School alumni players, or he's an alum of Superior High School.
Evan Bennett, you mean?
What's that?
You're talking about Evan Bennett.
Yeah, Evan Bennett. Yeah, good kid.
One of a couple of Superior names on the men's team.
Yeah.
Joey Barker, of course, is one of the starters on the team.
And Barker's played well.
Yeah.
He's wow.
He's had a really good
He's
year.
a load. I'm telling you.
Big and strong.
Lou makes the free throw, misses the second one.
Of course, Joey Barker, also one of 2 Barkers, actually, collegiate athletes at UW Superior. His younger sister, Hallie.
Oh, I did not know
track and
that.
cross country, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
And his dad, Mike, has done some camera work for iFan.
Yeah, I've gotten to know Mike a little bit over the years. And
What a move that was.
Hannah House.
That was great, and she's battling inside, and Platzer comes away with it. Here she comes, running the floor, goes over to her left. Picks her dribble up, three-pointer, left wing, high in the arc, and it's good. That was by Emily Wittig, I believe, number 33, the freshman out of Hartford.
She was so excited, too. Big smile on her face on that one.
Hartford, Wisconsin. And she's got peeps watching, I bet.
Yeah, big, wide smile on her face.
Isn't
after
that great?
That one, yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, nice move.
Boy, they've had some good-looking shots, and the refs are going to say, okay, ladies, unless it's something really aggressive, we're not going to stop this game.
Yeah, under a minute now left. And there's
another good shot. Was that? That was Wittig again.
Not as wide a smile on that one, but that was a nice play.
5 points in the last 30 seconds. She's going to say, Coach, I want to play some.
Yeah, that's highly efficient, that's for sure.
Yeah. Skip pass up on top, left corner. Letcha. Up on top. We're going to have a 3. Yes, we do. No good.
Offensive rebound, Majewski. How about that move?
Who got that one?
Sophie Majewski.
Wow. Sophie's out of Pulaski, Wisconsin. She's a freshman at 5'9". 24 seconds to go. 67-35 is your score. Superior's going to win this ball game. They will go to 7-11, 5-4 in the conference.
Yep.
That's the all-important one, the conference, 5-4. Platzer gets rid of it over the right side. Dribble penetration. They got 3 on the shot clock. They got to get it up. They're not going to.
1 second, and that's it.
And that's the game.
Yep. Impressive performance by the Yellow Jackets. Can't really find any fault with how they played tonight.
No, you really can't. And, going into tomorrow, this was a perfect game to play for them tonight. They played exceptionally well.
The final score, by the way, from down at Kendrigan Center, Northland beats Bethany Lutheran on the women's side, 70-53.
Wow.
So the Yellow Jackets will be taking on Bethany with a 1-game lead on the Vikings in that game tomorrow right here because both teams came in 4-4 in the lead. The Jackets now 5-4 by virtue of this win, and they'll look sweep the season series from the Vikings tomorrow. They beat Bethany Lutheran by 15 in Mankato earlier in the season. So
yeah, so who knows? The Knights, they fall to 1-8 in conference, 8-12 overall, and they played an exceptional ball game tonight, and it was fun to watch. And
I'm just getting a bunch of fist bumps from the team. I'm sorry, guys.
Katie, thank you. There you go. Sam, great job. Great job. That was fun. Watch these girls, and they're all smiling. Isn't that great to see that?
Yeah, I mean, I just give them a little bit of a fist bump there because they've had their struggles, and whenever you play a good game, you deserve a fist bump for it. So,
69-35 final score. So tomorrow we'll be back here at 3 o'clock And final stats,
Go
real
back and
quick.
look at them quick here.
You got them right there?
I'm going to call them up, so you can keep talking for a second
Okay.
here while I get them up here.
I'll start with Superior. You can, and then when you get them, you let me know.
Okay.
Erica Matson, she had 10 points. Katie Dobson, she shot exceptionally well. I'm going to let you talk about her when we get
Okay.
the stats up there. Caitlin Christian had 6 points. Outstanding floor game for the senior. Great defense. 5 points for San Fernando. She played an outstanding game. Letya coming in, and she played a lot. She started. She had 2 points. She played well. Chloe Peterson had 2. Maddie Sanders had 2. Elise Pessinen, the typical game that she plays, she had 10 points and just doesn't miss many shots because she doesn't take a bad shot. So ended up with 3 points. Sophia Jeske had 2. 4 for Haley Evans. Hannah House had 2. You talk about Katie Dobson.
Well, I'll go through the team stats. I've got them on.
Okay.
Just give you a quick idea.
Go ahead.
28 out of 67 from the field, 41.8%. Not for the Yellow Jackets here tonight. Martin Luther, 11 out of 42 for 26.2%. Jackets made 8 out of 21 from three-point range, 38. It's a pretty good percent. Well, nice for out of 16. The Yellow Jackets only 5 out of 7 from the free throw line, but didn't need to tonight really get the free throw game going at all.
Yeah.
Plus 19 in rebound. Jackets had 20 offensive rebounds in this game, while Martin Luther had 8 offensive rebounds. And in terms of turnovers in the game, Jackets had 15. Didn't feel like that many, but I think some of those came late in the game. Meanwhile, Martin Luther, 23 turnovers. Yellow Jackets had 14 assists, while the Knights had just 2 assists in the game here tonight. In terms of individual stats here in the game tonight for the Yellow Jackets, UWS led in scoring by Katie Dobson. One of 3 players in double figures. Dobson, 18 points. He was 7 for 9 from the field and 4 for 6 from the three-point arc. 10 points for Elise Besson. For Erica Matson coming off the Caitlin Christian had 9 points. All total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Yellow Jackets played. 12 Yellow Jackets scored in the game tonight. So everybody that played scored tonight for the Yellow Jackets at least 2 points. So
That's
good
pretty
balance,
impressive.
and yeah, that's the way you want it to go. Coach in the car, get everybody in, get everybody some touches, and get everybody some points in a game like this one.
Superior had 14 assists to only 2 for Martin Luther. Superior played a really good ball game, and we talked about it more times than not during the game about their shooting percentage during the year, that they played well on both ends of the floor, except they just don't put the ball in the basket enough, and tonight they did.
Yep.
So let's hope that carries over to tomorrow, because tomorrow's ball game, you got the standings, right, for the conference?
The conference coming into the night, Yellow Jackets were at 4-4. There was a bit of a log jam in the middle there. Northwestern, as we talked about before, 8-0 in the league coming into the night's action. North Central 5-3, and Minnesota Morris were both 5-3. Meanwhile, the Yellow Jackets, then Crown and Bethany Lutheran all were 4-4, and then Martin Luther and Northland were both 1-7. So there was a 3-game gap, both at the top and at the bottom of the conference. But spots 2 through 6 separated by 1 game right now. So there's a lot of movement that could have happened. Yellow Jackets with the win tonight, 5-4. Bethany Lutheran 4-5 because they lost Northland tonight by 17 over in Ashland. So that could be that's flip-flop right there, depending on how Crown did tonight. I have no idea how Crown did tonight. They played North Central, so we'll have to see what the score was there. Minnesota Morris, meanwhile, I think that they were playing Northwestern, but we'll see again how that all shook out.
Well, there's lots on the line tomorrow.
Yeah. In other words, there's a lot going on right now, and this is, again, where you make that stretch drive, trying to get that top 4 spot for the conference tournament, of course, which will come up later this month, so actually at the end of the month. So there's a lot of basketball left to be played here, but the next couple of weeks are going to be very, very important for both the men and the women's team, for that matter.
Boy, you got that right. Well, Matt, it's been fun. Thank you for helping me out again tonight. And final score tonight was 69-35, a double win for the men and the women. What was the men's score again?
76-60.
There you go. So it's kind of nice. We had some computer issues. Our server went down, and we had to go on YouTube, and hopefully that wasn't too much of an inconvenience. Yep. I didn't get any shout-outs, but that's okay. But tomorrow, hopefully, everything's back to according to Hoyle. But if it's not, people just go to the UW Superior website, and there'll be a direct link to YouTube.
Yep. And on the men's side, that first game is a huge one. Bethany right now 8-1 in the league, 7-3 overall. Yellow Jackets on the men's side right now 7-2 in the league and 13-7 overall. So that should be a dandy. First time those two teams played, went right down the wire. 85-82 was the final score. Bethany edging the Yellow Jackets by 3 down there.
And Bethany has 2 former Superior High School graduates.
They do. That'll be another subplot for tomorrow. Justin Ackley and Xavier Patterson coming
Yeah,
back
who
to the
played
Birds.
a couple of years
Couple
here.
of years
so
here, yep.
That'll be interesting. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 3 o'clock for the men's game, 4:45 for the women's game. Tune in, everybody. We love you to death. And I'm going to give my cell number one more time in case anybody's watching. And you can give me shout-outs tomorrow, 715-817-5196. I love hearing from you. And we will see everybody tomorrow on the internet, I hope. So long, everybody, from the Mertz Mortarelli Gym. Double win tonight, and the women win this last game 69-35. So long, everybody, for just a while.